How's it going, everybody? Just wanted to do a quick somewhat unboxing video of I believe it's pronounced Derya. It's a Turkish made pistol. They're eventually, I believe they're gonna start factories in Florida and gonna be made in USA from what I hear. Some might be unlimited USA production, but anyways, this is something that my local Rural King had on sale for $199. This is the DY9Z model, which I'll tell you, after I'm done talking a little bit, this was not the original model I was supposed to get. I was a little messed up on Rural King's fault, or on Rural King's part, I should say. But of course, I should have paid attention, but I didn't know this model had came out. They just recently came out, I believe, this Thanksgiving, so it's a very new model. But anyways, so it's kind of my fault, but yet it was kind of their fault. But anyways, so this is the Derya, if it's pronounced right, DY9Z, 9mm. Of course, it's a Glock clone. It does have the cutout so you can put an RMR or type of red dot. I apologize, since it is new, I don't really know much about this particular model, and I don't know what type of optics will fit on there. There's no other additional plates. So this one might have been made, I think, where they put different holes in there for different type of RMRs instead of having a bunch of different plates. But don't quote me on that. So it does have some nice serrations on the back here and also in the front. And it does, this model does have the kind of like Glock sights, the U shape. So this one is essentially a 43X Glock variant, kind of like a clone of the 43X. And the regular DY9, not the Z, is a Glock 19 type of clone. So yeah, pretty much anything on a Glock 43X is basically, that's what this gun is. So it does have a little red trigger shoe here. It does have some texturing here. It's for to put your fingers on when you're holding it, and also on the front here if you like to shoot that way, which I don't. And a nice undercut on the trigger guard, and some nice serrations. Kind of almost reminds me of an XDM series pistol with their serrations, like, or the grip on the hand, or the on the frame, I should say. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's a really nice looking pistol, especially for $200. It only comes with one 15-round magazine, and it's essentially a Glock. But just a small baby carry type Glock size. But yeah, it really does feel awesome in the hand. I believe the DY9 variant has a loaded chamber indicator on top, kind of like on a Ruger SR9. This one does not have that feature, which I kind of prefer. And yes, it can fire without magazines, which is awesome. I just wish they wouldn't put it on here like manufacturers do. And it does have one standard rail, kind of like a Glock style pick rail. I believe it's a Glock style. Anyway, so you do got a little spot to mount a flashlight, laser, whatever it is that you want. Trigger is actually pretty decent, very similar to a Glock. And here's the mag, 115 round if you are in a free state. And again, since it is a 43X clone, it takes 43X magazines, whereas the DY9 just takes Glock 19, Glock 17 magazines, etc. Of course, the manual does come with an Allen key, I believe is probably for the plate for the sight, bore brush, and also another rod down there for like your like paper or cotton patches and stuff. And it does come with 2 additional back straps. And of course, just the manual and chamber flag, and that's basically it. That's all it comes with. So yeah, now, other than that, here real quick, in case you want to know the specs, it does have, I believe, a standard traditional Lands and Groove rifling, which is actually pretty nice. Polygonal is a really nice quality type of barrel, but for me, I'm a reloader. We kind of appreciate standard rifling because we can shoot our lead cast bullets out of it, so that's nice. I don't have to worry about the polygonal rifling. So if you want to pause it, there's all these specs on everything. instead of me rambling on, you can just look at it. And then, so that's it. So not much else to say. Again, I don't know a whole lot about this. I'm very new to it, and especially now that this was not the model I was originally watching on. Since Rolking did mess up in their ad. Clearly on their ad, you can look it up right now on rolking.com. They have it as a Derya DY9 on sale for $199, but clearly this is what was on sale, the name DY9Z. So just to be aware, if you're planning on getting one, or the regular DY9 version, which is what I was trying to get, you were probably gonna get the wrong gun. So they messed up in their ad, I think, and I unfortunately got it, wasn't paying attention, because like I said, I didn't know about this model existed until after I got home, tried inserting my like Glock 17 like magazines and everything, and they would not fit at all. They were trying to go in, but it just like they would stop like almost instantly, because those magazines were a lot bigger, since these are a thinner magazine. And I was like, what the heck? So I looked it up, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is a different model. And you know, of course, I found out that this one came out around Thanksgiving, and it's basically a different version. So what they had in the ad is not what you actually get. So apparently they were supposed to put a DYZ on sale and not the DY9. So since I already bought it, there's nothing I can do. I can't return it and get the right one. So they definitely, I told them they need to fix their ad and correct it, or say that there's a misprint, that it's supposed to be a DYZ on sale, not the regular DY9, because I guess that pistol is quite a bit more money. So it's probably should have known for being that much cheaper, $199. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird, but so, well, that's the reason why, because it's a totally different model. But anyways, I guess it's mine now. Can't return it. I contacted the company and Rolking, and both they're corporate too, and there's nothing I can do. So it is what it is, but I'll shoot it, I'll enjoy it, and it just, I guess it's my fault. I gotta be a little bit better at paying attention to stuff, but I figured it's in their ad. I figured that they would do things correctly, but apparently they didn't. So always pay attention, you know, make sure it's exactly what you're getting before you buy it. But there it is. It does come with a nice case with the locks and everything. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.